Today, we're going to talk about one of the most fascinating creatures in folklore, vampires. From Count Dracula to Twilight's Edward Cullen, vampires have been a popular subject in literature, movies, and TV shows for centuries. In this video, we're going to explore the history, myths, and legends of vampires, and maybe even uncover some surprising facts about these creatures of the night. The origin of the word vampire can be traced back to the Slavic languages, particularly the Old Slavic word oper or yuper. This word referred to a mythical creature that fed on the blood of animals and humans, and had various supernatural abilities such as shape-shifting and superhuman strength. The word vampire itself first appeared in English in the early 18th century, borrowed from the Serbian word vampir. It's worth noting that the concept of blood-drinking creatures that prey on humans is found in various cultures and mythologies throughout history, and may have different names and origins depending on the culture. However, the term vampire specifically is most commonly associated with Slavic folklore and its portrayal in popular culture. The legend of vampires has been around for centuries, with various myths and stories originating from different cultures around the world. One of the earliest accounts of vampires comes from ancient Mesopotamia, where the goddess Lamashta was believed to drink the blood of newborns. In ancient Greece, the Lamia was a female vampire who preyed on young children. However, it was not until the 18th century that the modern vampire legend emerged in literature, with the publication of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Stoker's novel introduced the iconic vampire Count Dracula, who could transform into a bat, hypnotize his victims, and only come out at night. This portrayal of vampires as charming, seductive, and dangerous would go on to inspire countless other vampire stories and movies. One of the most famous myths about vampires is that they are immortal. However, this is not entirely true. While vampires can live for hundreds of years, they are not invincible, and can be killed by sunlight, a stake through the heart, or beheading. Another popular myth is that vampires cannot be seen in mirrors or captured on camera. This stems from the idea that vampires have no soul and therefore do not have a reflection. However, this is not a universal belief, and different cultures have different beliefs about vampires and their abilities. Vampires have been a popular subject in popular culture for decades, from classic movies like Nosferatu to more recent TV shows like True Blood and The Vampire Diaries. Vampires have also been a popular subject in literature, with countless vampire romance novels, including the Twilight series, which introduced a new generation to vampire lore. So there you have it, the history, myths, and legends of vampires. While we may never know for sure if vampires truly exist, they will continue to be a fascinating subject in literature and pop culture for years to come.